Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we are just going to do a quick look at some information here. Um, One of the things I wanted to talk about is we need health care for all citizens, not necessarily Medicare, but just all citizens have health care. Period. No public option, none of that crap. I understand the need to call it Medicare for all because Medicare has been a good plan, but it ain't going to work the same way Medicare does. Because we're going to eliminate the middlemen, the insurance companies. We're going to force these drug companies to lower their prices. We're going to have more set prices for healthcare facilities. It'll help our population enormously, drop the cost enormously. But there's so many groups who will lose their millions and billions and are whining, oh, socialism! I'm fine with socialism, kid. What Bernie's got in mind is church collection plate socialism. We put together money to help the society as a whole, in general. People that need the help, we help them. We put together the money to make sure no one's left out in the rain. That's the type of socialism Bernie wants. Not the cry of, oh, there's going to be people drug out and shot. No. Get over your damn selves. We need health care for everybody. We need free college. Why not? We already provide K through 12 free. Why not just guarantee public colleges the same? They can still be private colleges that have costs, but why not just have public colleges be free as well? And I'll certainly force a lot of these private colleges to be like, maybe we should lower our costs if we want to survive. Another thing we could do, lower our damn military costs, people. Lower our damn military costs. You pull up U.S. military bases around the world. First article you get is from Politico.com. Where in the world is the U.S. military? Despite recently closing hundreds of bases in Iraq and Afghanistan, the U.S. still maintains nearly 800 military bases in more than 70 countries and territories abroad. From giant little Americas to small radar facilities. Britain, France, and Russia, by contrast, have 30 foreign bases combined. 30. 800 to 30. We need to cut that by about half. And we'd still be dominating the damn scene. It's just these military hawk piece of craps think, oh, well, how are we going to kill all these people and make money? Really? That's your worry? Number two, we're going to have to lower what we pay out to some of these contractors, like Northrop Grumman, like Boeing. These weapons makers for hire. It should have never got to this damn point in the first place. But, money grubbers. They had to go, look at the money we can make, what we could do if we have it be a free enterprise capitalist system. Yeah, now look at the people that are dying because of our free enterprise capitalist system. At this point, you can make no call that suggests that is a better form of life. None. Too many people have died. Too many people have suffered because you all were so greedy. Oh, look at the money. Oh. Honestly. Greedy ass motherfuckers. Close some of these military bases. Lower the cost we spend on military contractors. If we cut the amount of money, how much do we spend? U.S. military budget. $748 billion a year. $748 billion U.S. dollars a year. We can cut that in half and still dominate the next few countries combined. Yeah. World military spending totaled more than 1.6 trillion in 2015. The U.S. accounted for 37% of the total. 37%. U.S. military expenditures are roughly the size of the next 7 largest military budgets around the world combined. We're that much. We spend that much more on military. Think about that, people. If we were to cut this down to half, we would still spend more than the next 2 nations combined. Saudi Arabia and China. It's common sense, people. We would make more money if we were to cut down this damn spending. And that's a figure from the Peter G. Peterson Foundation. And this was when it was $649 billion the U.S. spent, and the next 7 were $609 billion. We're up to 748. If we cut that down in half to 360, we would still total more than China and Saudi Arabia. And still have a little left over to dig into the next country. But people don't want to hear this crap. Oh, we should always be the top spender in military money. No. We need to get away from being this military asshole. It's done us no favors as a nation. Go to helping our people. Provide health care for everybody. Free college. Clear student debt. Damn it, that would provide such an economic boost because suddenly they have fucking capital to spend. This is common sense economics. If more people have more capital to spend, what do? Spend it? Fucking idiots. Common sense, people. Common damn sense. We do that. Our country is you vastly improved the standards of lives for people. But there's still things you can do. This is not that difficult to understand. You stop, you go, perhaps we could do this or this. But no, there's such a nosedive into the ass cheeks of propaganda out there that no one understands what's really going on some of the damn time. That's another thing. We need to reinitiate a fairness doctrine. Like before Reagan's FCC went to tearing it down piece by piece, causing the birth of fake news that we have now. Let's get a new damn fairness doctrine by a nonpartisan group that makes sure they tell the truth. Everyone, on the left and the right. Because as it sits now, we can't trust hardly anything we hear. It's been lies and lies and lies. We live in the second Gilded Age. The first damn Gilded Age was Rockefeller, Carnegie, James Pierpont Morgan, all these damn millionaires and billionaires that were draining the lives and livelihoods of the American public. I mean, this was the same time when they thought it was acceptable to bust up unions by killing those seeking to unionize. We live in a second damn Gilded Age. Except the names are now Bloomberg's and what's his name that runs Amazon? Bezos. Gates. These billionaires who don't give a damn about the people. They need to be taken down like the Rockefellers, like the Morgans, like Carnegie, like all these people. They need to be brought down to common sense fucking wealth. Not damn wealth that you'll never fucking spend in your lifetime, the next lifetime, and the lifetime after that. And not only did we have this exist, these billionaires and millionaires during the first Gilded Age, guess what? The media was a problem too. 1898-99, newspapers talked us into a war with Spain over Cuba and Haiti. proclaiming that Spain sunk an American ship. Something must be done. Oh, and it turns out, well, that wasn't exactly what happened. We're we're in that situation now with our media. Again, let me remind you, the fairness doctrine had ended that. But Reagan's FCC was like, no, we're going to tear that apart. And you notice about the time it was torn apart, there was a certain news organization that rose to power called Fox News. Hmm. We need a new fairness doctrine. We need, I don't care if the damn courts pulled apart the first one. We need a new one because the courts have been wrong before. The Supreme Court has been wrong before. I think it was Plessy versus Ferguson that said they had the right to go hunt down escaped slaves. I think that's what it. That's the one I'm thinking of. Plessy versus Ferguson. Let me look that up. We'll decide that. Plessy v. Ferguson. No, Plessy v. Ferguson's a different one I'm thinking of. It was the law that said there was separate but equal. Means, yeah, you can have separate water fountains. They just got to be equal. Which, again, we know that was a bullshit decision as well. Law that guaranteed right to capture escaped slaves. The Fugitive Slave Act or Fugitive Slave Law. There's an actual court case I'm trying to think of that allowed that to actually come into being. Not law. Court case. Here's one. Prigg versus Pennsylvania. Supreme Court case which the court held that the Federal Fugitive Slave Act of 1793 precluded a Pennsylvania state law that prohibited blacks from being taken out of the free state of Pennsylvania so they could be taken back into slavery. Which, yeah, in the North there were several states that held that once they got to that state, they were free. That you could no longer recapture them, but yeah, there was court cases that said, well, federally, we see it this way and disagree. I'm trying to. There's a certain case I'm trying to think of. I was thinking Plessy versus Ferguson, but I was. That's the one that kept hitting my head, but I was wrong about that one on what it covered. What is the name of that damn case? Yeah, there's Prigg versus Pennsylvania. I wanted to say there was another court case like that. Like a cable car company or something. I can't remember the name of the case for the life of me for some reason. Anyway, my point is this: the Supreme Court has been wrong before. It's going to bug me now. I'm trying to think of the damn name of the case. Maybe it's something like cable car company or something versus luxury car company or something like that. Anyway, let's get off of that here. What I'm saying is, yeah, the Supreme Court's been wrong before. We need another fairness doctrine. What else? Healthcare for all, free college education, um, a fairness doctrine to re-establish our media as being trustworthy. Damn, goodness knows that's been a long time. Let's see, what else? I think prostitution should be legal. Some people may see that as controversial, but the fact is this: if prostitution is legalized, it protects the customers and it protects the providers. The girls and guys who are into who perform prostitution, they would suddenly not have to worry. They would have rights to keep them from being killed with no repercussions, from being abused with no repercussions. As it sits right now, if there's not really any way they have to complain unless there's specifically a law set into place for them to report it anonymously, to not refer to the fact of what their career is. It would allow them to be tested for their health and the customer's health. It would protect them from being taken advantage of by people like pimps. This is common sense stuff. But these religious freaks who are like, that's against my religious beliefs. Oh dear. Really? Really? Your religious beliefs don't mean shit when a damn person's life is put into danger because it's against your beliefs. Oh dear me. Oh my. Kiss my ass. I feel many drugs, if not all, should be legalized so we can open actual treatment to those who want and those who need it. Those who use drugs They can use drugs, but make it in certain places, that we can guarantee they use it safely. They don't hurt themselves. They don't go out and hurt others while they're under the influence. This is common sense stuff, people. Fucking common sense. Why is this so fucking hard to understand? Common sense. Common sense. But yeah. And there's so many other laws we could fix to help Americans, to help the nation. And fucking why are we fucking locking up people coming across the border seeking asylum, seeking help? Not all of these are goddamn criminals, you shit-stained sons of bitches. Sure, maybe there is a few criminals that come across the border. But you know what? The majority of them are just looking for help, looking for aid, human kindness, you sons of bitches. That's where I see people who claim they are religious, but still back locking these people up and letting them die. You ain't religious. You need to go ahead and quit lying, you sons of bitches. You ain't religious if you feel that is acceptable. We need to change what we're doing. We don't need a goddamn fucking wall. We don't need a goddamn fucking wall. What does that accomplish? There's still ports of entry. They can still sail a boat around. They can still tunnel underneath. Hell, I've seen many of them climb over the damn thing. A wall don't do shit. Stupid ass fuckers. Stupid ass motherfuckers. Oh, a wall would solve everything. God, stupid ass sons of bitches. That's really how some of these fuckers are like. They kiss Trump's ass. Oh, we'll solve everything. He's so smart. America. God damn. Stupid ass. Motherfucker. Well, I'm not going to say all of them are. Some of them are just miseducated on how things really are. Many of them don't realize socialism is not an evil. It's not. Collecting money to give to the church collection plate? What is that? Socialism. Paying your taxes to help build roads, schools, post offices, government buildings, bridges. What is that? Socialism. Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, Honey, they are semi-socialism. A lot of that savings you pay into it. You could say it's socialism in general, though, because everybody puts into the money, and then you partake of your share. That's socialism. That's what Bernie wants, people. That's what many of us want. But you've been lied to by the Fox News, Breitbart, The Blaze, all these other organizations. And don't get me started about the left, MSNBCs and CNNs and network news. Oh, let's also add Sinclair Media to the list. Those assholes buying up local news. And spreading this propaganda bullshit. Fucking, what was it, Boris Epstein? Really? That isn't clear to you that that's propaganda bullshit? Why don't you actually look up the information for yourself? It's one thing I push in my videos. Educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. We can't depend on what we're told as much anymore. You have to look up this information. Someone posts something on social media, look for confirming posts. If it's a right-wing news source, look for a left-wing news source that confirms it. If it's a left-wing news source, look for a right-wing news source that confirms it. If it's both, look for, a new media news source that confirms it, like Secular Talk. Kyle Kalinske, fuck, dude's one of the best sources you can have. He's honest, he's straightforward about this. The Rational National. The dude's a Canadian. He watches Canadian politics, but he also watches American politics and gives his views on it. Look for sources that confirm or deny. Have people cite their sources and check those sources. Science does not accept falsehoods. It does not accept lies. Neither should you accept lies. Have them cite their sources. Tell them to cite their damn sources. And then check the sources they cite and see if you can find confirmation or denial on those sources. If they are a good source to use. Some sources will lead you astray. That's what's happened now with the damn autism crap. There's one study that said, hey, this vaccination may lead to autism. Ready? Really? And it's since been debunked. I'm going to raise my blood pressure. I've already had a triple bypass a couple years back. I don't need another. I can't have another. I don't need another heart attack, we'll say. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone makes a claim you're not sure of, tell them to cite their sources. Otherwise, why should you believe them? I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.